Hi everyone, Nathan here from Mighty Lancer Games, and welcome to Painting Red Live. Welcome Kuronoko, welcome Crafty. Hello, anybody else that might be there that I can't see because the chat has rolled up. Hi Pete. Thank you Crafty for subscribing just before we went live. Thank you very, very much. Oh, let's have a hydrate. Thank you, Pete. Hi, John.
Yeah, we've got new music on stream tonight.
New music.
And it started off with this delicate piano piece, it would seem.
How come we've got new music?
Well, there's an eclectic mix, so you'll have to tell me if it gets too loud, because it's not all nice piano music.
Pete the Hydrator is enjoying this stream.
Thanks, Pete.
Thank you, Pete.
Pando's hungry apparently. Look, he's crying. Yes,
We've
I
only
like.
just started.
I know. I like classical music, John. But there is a mix. The reason we have new music is, despite the fact that we have always used copyright-free music, YouTube is being very naughty and keeps giving us copyright notices when I upload the videos to YouTube, despite the fact that they're copyright-free. So we're trying this one.
Yay!
It is very chill. Oh, that's the dog dropping his bone.
Pete the Hydrator says hands up for 5 seconds.
Hands up, hands up, hands up, hands up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Resume painting. Hello. Hello, everybody, and how are we all this evening? How are we doing?
Hope we're all super awesome. I've had a little nap after work for a minute or two.
We have been working for like 3 months solid. I'll let you have a 5-minute nap before the stream. Hey Tony, you can use all the emotes in here, Tony. I'm not going to tell you off. Not like that naughty wicked D.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Why don't I just get a kazoo and play some jaunty? Well, I might resort to that. If this doesn't work, there might be. I have a saxophone and a keyboard. We have a drum set. There might be. I mean, we can't play any of those things, but we own them. There might be some music just created.
Yeah. And then see if anybody tries to copyright
Pete the
claim our music.
Hydrator loves this stream.
There's a cute gizzo. Look. Cutie Gizzy Boo.
Before it turned into this
now.
monster.
Hey Loxy!
Hi, how you doing?
Saw a TikTok today that said Fox Red Labradors haven't got 2 brain cells to rub together. Starting to think that might be slightly true. He is a bit of a nutter. So you're painting red again then, darling?
Painting red again. Just getting the final coat because I haven't really had a chance to do anything because it's been busy all weekend and stuff, haven't it? So I haven't really had a chance to get the red done. But
Well, no, you've been at work. So.
yeah, if we get through painting red, then we'll get on to painting some gold, some trim.
We're doing all these red streams just in honour of Red Snail, just so we can say red a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. Excuse me.
Well, this one's proper jaunty.
Still a little bunged up as well. I do apologise for the snivelling and snurfling.
Snurfling's a new word we've made up.
Yep.
Pando says, are there any more cookies? Look at that cheeky, isn't he? Look at him. Look at me, everybody. Look, pay attention to me. He's just like a doll. Paint me like one of your French girls. Yeah, I did that as a TikTok.
No! Just blobbed onto the gold.
So how many layers of red are you actually doing on this then? And Pete says, hydrate.
So I think that this will be layer of red number 5. This is the final layer for now. Once we've done this is Ferrari red from Vallejo. This is one of the Model A colours, but I'm brush painting it on to get a nice top coat. Although, having said that, one of the areas that I've just done does look a bit thin. So I think I might end up having to go back and do it again. The other panels that I did looked a lot better. So we shall see. Might end up being 6 coats of red and having a second coat of Ferrari red, but we'll see. See how it goes. See how it goes. We're definitely going to get on to painting some gold this evening. Gold! Gold!
You know, we've got new music so we don't get copyright. I can't go singing actual songs.
Oh, right. Okay.
Even though, you know, I think 3 seconds of out-of-tune gold would be fine. Really.
Pete the Hydrator is enjoying this stream.
There's a dragon dancing! Joanna says, I did 9 layers of red on that dragon last month. Yours looks great. There you go, you see challenge. Get 10 layers on there. And Pete is trying to catch a Pokemon with Poke Turnip. And the Pokemon community game says, Pete the Hydrator, this command does not exist. Enter Poke Help for a list of all commands.
Is it not...
Poke Turnip doesn't do anything.
Red Snail says there is many layers to Old Red. Layers? Like an onion? Shrek. Ogres have layers.
Tony says, Koronoko, I thought you said I did 9 years of red. Koronoko says, it felt like it. Is that how you feel with this? Like you've just been painting red for the whole of your life?
For 4 years. For 4 years I've been painting red.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, you have, but not consistently. Blah, 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 blah.
One thing that I really like, so Duncan of Duncan's Painting Academy, XGW, Studio Painter, etc., etc., always says 2 thin coats. Get off there. 2 thin coats.
Is that what he says? 2 thin coats. Get off there. Is that his catchphrase?
No. Two thin coats. You should use 2 thin coats. So I like using the Vallejo Model Air paints because then you don't have to do 2. You don't have to thin your paints to get 2 thin coats. You can just use it straight out of the bottle, and then you can get 2 thin coats quite easily.
Tony says, Duncan, would that be my stalker? That's right, Tony. Your biggest fan.
Your stalker,
Duncan.
why?
He's always commenting on Tony's posts and saying how awesome. I mean, you know, all justifiable. How awesome they are and everything like that. Just, you know, you need to be sending him to the shop, Tony. Send him down. Let's get some pictures with Duncan. Let's get some free paints off him. What are you messing at?
Yeah. I don't know if Duncan's bought stuff off us before.
Somebody of that name has, haven't it?
Yeah.
You've said before, somebody with that name. But I'm sure that there are lots of, and from that area. But I'm sure that there are lots of people with that name. And obviously, we didn't write a note going, "Hi, Mr. Duncan, Mister. Are you the proper Duncan? Can we have your autograph, please?"
I have done that once. not to Duncan, but to a guy who I suspect might be renowned Games Workshop author Aaron Dembski-Bowden.
Oh, see, that's a bit more unusual name, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
And I did queue up all that time to get you the autograph of Nathan Long.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So I wrote a little note and put it in his order, but he never got back to me.
I never ordered anything again.
And hasn't ordered
And
anything.
you've scared him now.
Yeah.
I hear that Duncan's a very nice person. I've never spoken to him myself. I've seen him at Games Workshop.
Yeah, we saw him once.
And he seemed to be very, very friendly and very nice to all the people that ran up to him.
Yeah, he got mobbed.
He did get mobbed, bless him, and he seemed to be an absolutely wonderful gentleman in the situation of, I just want to get some dinner, please. we just gazed from afar and left him alone. Gizmo has a sock that he has allowed today mainly because he's already chewed it. And he's making the most of it. This thing is in so many pieces now and strewn all over the floor. It's like he's going, yes, I'm allowed this sock. I'm going to destroy it completely. Yeah, that's right, mate. You.
Yeah, when I walked in this room earlier on and I saw the devastation he had already wrought, I thought, okay.
The reason he was allowed this sock is because I put them on this morning and noticed that there were more holes than there was sock. Because you'd already had hold of it at some point, hadn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no point in coming over and showing me your manky sock now, thank you. Go back over there. Tony says he's a lovely chap, extremely patient and genuine. He did. That's how he came across when I saw him. There is a wild Doublade, whatever that is, in chat. If you want to play the Pokemon community game, there is a wild Pokemon for you to catch in chat. What else you got to tell us then? You guy over there. We've added riggers, haven't I?
Yeah.
Rosemary & Co. riggers are new on site.
Yeah. Can very highly recommend those after using one for a few paint sessions now. And they're quite cheap, aren't they? In terms of paintbrush prices these days.
Yeah, if I've added them right, yeah. Pete says shop number 2. What's shop number 2, Pete? What have I done now?
What?
I don't know.
Yeah, alright. No, there's not a shop number 2. No exciting news really this week, I'm afraid. No exciting information.
John's got a special edition of Echo's Maternity signed. By
Awesome.
that guy that can't say his name.
Aaron Dembski Bowden.
That's the one.
ADB.
That's the one. You just got your book signed by Nathan Long, didn't you?
Yeah. Dan Abnett and Nathan Long and Sandy Mitchell, who it turned out that we'd had breakfast with.
Didn't even know.
Yeah.
Oh, just mingling with the stars.
Yeah.
Kuroka says riggers are really good. Remember to thin your paint with them. Always thin your paint. And Kuroka's caught the Pokemon, and Pete says it's fixed, as always. They do a synthetic rigger, but these ones we've got a sable, but they do a synthetic one. If anybody wants any of the Rosemary & Co. brushes that we haven't got in, we can order them in. You just need to let us know.
Anything that Rosemary & Co. make, pretty much, we can get. But so far, there's so many different brushes, and a lot of them are clearly designed for watercolours or oils or whatever. But there are lots of choice. That's poor grammar, isn't it? There is lots of choice. There are lots of choices.
I'll start bringing grammar into it. I won't be able to talk again. Crafty says, I'm sure that ADB would be down for cutting the ribbon on shop number 2. Little Miss cut the ribbon on our first ever shop.
Yeah.
And the paper came and everything. Ooh. No, nobody cut the ribbon on this shop. We got fed up by then, and it was
lockdown.
The first day of lockdown. We were sulking. Dog, get off me arm. Thank you. Chronicle says, I'm currently testing out some of the synthetic Rosemary & Co. brushes. I'll let you know how they last.
Cool.
Oh, Panda's crying.
Cool.
Big cry, baby.
I've tried a red dot brush, which I occasionally get out of the brush stand here to use for things, but I don't think I think I was possibly a little too rough with it to begin with, and it hasn't stood the test of time well. I tend to use it for base coating duty because it doesn't keep its point quite as well as the sables. dog is just destroying that thing, isn't he? Absolutely wrecking it. So this evening, just before the stream, we're watching Forged in Fire. Does anybody here watch Forged in Fire? It's cool. We like Forged in Fire at the moment. We're getting through them bit by bit. We've just hit the point where they're out of the studio because of COVID, and the presenters are doing home challenges. So we've just seen the first episode of that. And if you've never seen Forged in Fire, what it involves is Americans making knives and stuff in a timed workshop challenge. So, as an example, when they've asked the presenters to make stuff in their forges at home, they've each got 2 weeks to do the thing. Like, so, oh, you're going to make a knife. Oh, you're going to make a sword. You've got two weeks to make that. And when they have to do it on the TV program, they have 3 hours, or at the most, when they have to make a sword, they get 4 days to make a sword. It's a lot of fun.
It's silly and over the top and just ridiculous.
Yeah.
And it's family friendly, and they beep out all the swearing and things like that, so it's easy for us to watch. You don't have to concentrate on it or anything, so it's just an easy have on before, tea or before bed or whatever. That Little Miss enjoys all the dramatic nonsense that comes with making a blade and smacking it into stuff.
Because we don't watch rubbish like Hollyoaks or EastEnders or whatever.
I haven't put all of the Taskmasters on as PG versions, so
We've run out of
we've
those.
run out of those because she's watched them at least 50 times. Her favourite Taskmaster contestant is Joe Brand, and my mum, her grandma, cannot stand Joe Brand and thinks it's absolutely ridiculous that we should let her watch her.
Why?
I don't know, she just had a little meltdown about it. I was like, oh well, never mind. Because they don't swear or anything, Mum, they just do silly tasks. They're not, it's not a comedy routine or anything. You come to show your dad the sock.
There's a puppy.
There's a gizmo.
Hey, pup.
Oh, did I shout your name? Sorry, mate. There's an English version of it, is the Pete. I bet it's rubbish. We never go over the top like the Americans do in their programmes.
Yeah, we need Will Willis.
Yeah, he's changed presenters now, though. It's not as good.
Yeah, well, hopefully he'll come back. One of them was wearing a T-shirt that had his slogan on in tonight's programme. Yeah.
Konoka says, Loki ate my favourite red dot brush, so it is the cat seal of approval. Your cat hates all your miniatures and all your equipment. I think it's like, no, you're having more fun with these minis. I will smack them off the desk on purpose. Now pay attention to me.
Yeah.
Tony says, I've just finished watching the original Star Trek, all 3 seasons. That didn't take you long. Wowzers. Yeah, we watched Project, and me and Little Miss watch the one with Mel Gidroy, if that's how you say her name, where they make stuff out of wood. Woodworky people make stuff out of wood, and we watch All That Glitters. We watch all these kind of rubbishy make stuff programmes, because it's just something to have on, isn't it? I've got the puppy now. Hey up, mate, you alright?
All That Glitters is the jewellery one, isn't it?
Jewellery, yes, they make jewellery, yes. We also like Sewing Bee. We don't watch the food one, we don't watch the Bake Off thing. I've never seen that. But yeah.
It just seems like they try and make innuendo out of soggy bottoms and things, don't they?
I thought you were going to paint people.
We did the people last week.
Did you do them? Did you?
Yeah, we did purple people.
Purple people eater.
Yeah.
Kodak says, never name your pet after a god. They get delusions of grandeur. No, we named ours after a creature that you're not supposed to feed after midnight.
Yeah. It was going to be called Pumpkin.
Yes, that was one of the choices, but we changed our mind. Hey,
Yeah.
we changed our mind on that name. Got new music tonight, Wicked D. we'll have to see. It's just background music, obviously. We're not hoping we're not being judged on the music, and I also hope it's not too loud.
I like it.
But there's a mix of tunes, none of which should have any words. If we hear any words, then tell me and I'll get rid of them. Because I was listening to them all kind of on fast mode to get through them all. But yeah, hopefully YouTube will go, these songs are okay. We're not going to be mean copyright infringing nonsense with you, these ones. At least you can get background music. Yeah, yours never works, does it? Well, I don't know what you're messing at. Paint some eyes, says Pete. I don't think he's got any eyes.
No eyes on this thing. Yeah, when you looked at your thing the other day, Wicked D, and you flashed up your like Streamlabs or whatever it was, that
flashed up all of your sensitive information.
Yeah, all of the things that you should never share with a stranger on the internet. Anyway, I've been wanting to say that for ages. It didn't look anything like ours. Which I thought was a bit weird.
But that's
But
because Wicked
maybe
D's
it is.
all like techno savvy and probably can get to bits we can't get to.
Yeah.
And I just poke at the same dashboard because I don't understand what I'm doing. So maybe that's more it than anything else. Red says, we called one of our hamsters Anubis. Yeah, why not? I had a hamster once. It was evil. It was one of those Russian dwarf hamsters, and it was properly evil. And I had to give it away.
Why?
Because it just used to. I used to have to wear a leather glove to put food into the cage because it used to bite, and it used to bite through the leather glove to make you bleed. It was horrible. So I gave it to somebody else, and I explained everything, and they'd had lots of hamsters, and they said they could cope with it, and they would get it used to being handled and whatever. And it must have a happier life with them than me being scared stiff of it. Chronicles says it's quite jaunty, like an Australian soap theme tune. Is it? I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Jaunty.
Jaunty. Did I not say jaunty?
You said daunting.
Oh, sorry. The word in my brain was jaunty.
Yeah.
Tony, I called Millie out with her Sunday name the other day. She was straight up and looked guilty. I just stood there and said in a matron voice, called out, Millicent! Pinoca says to Red, our friend called their kitten Callie. Is that how you say that? They have no clue that it was the name of the goddess of destruction. I had a goldfish that I named Genghis Khan. Little Missus got goldfish, but they have to go to Grandma's house because they don't like fish. And they're called Daisy and Fred, you know.
Are they still the original Daisy and Fred?
Yes, they're still the original. I'm surprised they're still alive, to be fair, but they are still the original Daisy and Fred. Was it like Manuel's side? I don't know what that is, John. Sorry. Wicked D said I had hamsters when I was younger and had to get my friend to hand train them because I was too scared to put my hand in. Yeah, this thing was evil, but apparently the Russian dwarf hamsters are quite known for being quite vicious, but nobody told me that at the pet shop, did they? Loki's convinced that his name is Loki. No! I think Gizmo's name should be Down. It don't work though.
No. Or
Oh,
drop.
from Faulty Tales. Oh, sorry, John. And yeah. I mean, I know there was a Manuel in Faulty Tales, and I have seen Faulty, but I don't know the episode of such.
Nope.
My first hamster was called Cerberus. Is that the three-headed dog?
Yeah.
Hellhound thing. And it have 3 heads, Red. Oh, look, Panda's gone to sleep. No one's paying attention to him, so he's gone to sleep. All sulky. Nobody loves me. They're all talking about hamsters.
I've never had a hamster.
No, you had Diego's.
Yeah. We did once like pet sit somebody else's hamster while they went on holiday. When it was called Turbo and it escaped, and we had to like turf out everything in a massive cupboard to find it because it had got in the back of the cupboard.
Was it alright?
Yeah, it was fine once we'd caught it.
Were you at home or in your own house?
It was when I was still at school, so it was like a friend's hamster.
No, so you were at home.
Yeah.
So you were like, Mom, I need to
It's
destroy
got
this
out.
cupboard, Mom.
It's got out.
And was your mum like, oh, I told you we shouldn't have looked after this silly thing?
No, they were fine.
Your mum ended up looking after your Diegos.
She did.
Because you moved in with me and I had a dog.
Yeah.
And my dog would have eaten your Diego.
He didn't like him, did he? He could have gone on the shelf in the
No.
other room.
No, you were quite alright leaving them. Noisy, nocturnal things. When I was around at your house once, your mum's house when you had your Diegos, one of them had got out of the cage, do you remember? You
Yeah.
used to have them in like a fish tanky type thing, like a glass cage type thing, didn't you?
Yeah, because they used to squeeze their way out of the cage.
So you went, and then I was looking at it and I said to you, this doesn't look right. And it had got out and it was just sat round the back. But because it was glass, it looked like it was inside. It was like, it's not in its cage.
What's up, pup? What's up, mate? What's wrong? You want a red nose?
Wicked D says, rats are so much better than hamsters. And Tony says, I do like rats. They're quite cheeky and really affectionate.
What's
And
up, pup?
Chronoco agrees. And there's a wild Pokemon in chat.
What's up, mate? Hmm? You can't eat that. It's my palate.
I think someone's missed you.
Are you helping, mate? Hmm? Give up.
They just call it dog paint scorpion.
Yeah.
Pete wants an armadillo.
An armadillo as a pet. Crazy.
We saw an armadillo at a zoo thing once, didn't we? It just ran around and round and round in circles.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was doing laps, wasn't it?
Yeah,
That
I
was
felt
it.
quite sorry for it. It was obviously didn't want to be in there.
Yeah, and it had obviously done that a lot because it had worn a track around the outside of its enclosure.
Nobody caught Pokemon. Gizmo is a pro streamer. Well, he's certainly something. Kevin said, my friend had a rat that had free reign of the house. She would sit on the table whilst we played D&D. Oh, that's quite sweet. Hello, mate. What's the matter? Nobody paying attention to you. I've got eyes staring up at me through the darkness. This is a good boy.
One of my old friends used to have a snake, like a little python thing, and one day that escaped from its tank. He couldn't find it anywhere, and he was starting to panic, thinking it had gone like down the loo or something like that, because apparently they do. And anyway, in the end, it turned out that it had wedged itself in the crevice of the door. So, you know, when your door's slightly open and you get the gap, it had wedged itself up there. So it's a good job nobody tried shutting the door as they were moving from room to room while we were looking for it. But they were quite hardy things. I didn't used to like it. It was just weird. Smelled funny as well.
Why are you going around sniffing snakes?
I mean, it's just because he always used to like get it out and have it draped around his shoulders and stuff.
Maybe it was the person that smelled funny
Well,
rather
maybe.
than the snake.
Maybe. And then, what else? He had spiders, so he had like 2 or 3 tarantulas and different things. Different Goliath bird-eating spider and some other kind of trapdoor spider thing. And then he had a scorpion as well. He was very pally with someone who owned a pet shop down the bottom end of town. He used to end up looking after stuff.
Karinoko says, I would totally have a pet rat, but it wouldn't be fair with the cats, not really.
No.
Wicked D says, I would have more rats, but I can't breathe around them yet. Wicked D has allergies, which means that she can't have the rats anymore.
Rubbish. On Thursday night at late night gaming, I had cuddles with a cute little kitten. It was 5 weeks old, but that'd be no good because you're allergic to cats. Sushi and what was the other one called? Can't remember. Sushi and something else. And so cute little things.
Thanks, John!
Thank you.
Yeah, kitten. That's right. Kittens at gaming night. Everything happens at our gaming night.
Yeah, one of our D&D players is fostering some kittens that have been abandoned. So she's having to hand feed them every few hours and stuff because they were so young.
That's right. Not only are the cute kittens
Peep the hydrator is juicy.
abandoned kittens. Peep your hydrator is juicy.
Juicy.
Need to put the spiffy one on, don't
I thought you had.
I?
I thought you had.
I didn't think I'd made the spiffy one when we did it. Oh, you're eating my dressing gown, are you? Wearing my dressing gown because it's curled over the top of my clothes and dog's eating the cord.
That's because we're poor and we can't afford the heating.
Wicked D, did that make you jump?
That reminds me. I need.
I knew it.
That's why we put it on. Need to tell you about the email that I got about the electric bill the other day.
Probably not on stream, then, darling.
Yeah, not on stream. Yeah.
Pete says it's very laggy. Is anybody else laggy, or is it just Pete? Where are you, Pete? Are you on the seafront or randomly sat in a car or something? It's telling me we have excellent streaming, even though when it does tell me it's poor, I don't know how to fix it. So that woke up all three cats as Karinoko. So basically, you scared everybody else, John, but us.
Awesome.
Red says I'm allergic to cats. I am too, Red. Didn't stop Lady Red getting one, or did stop Lady Red getting one? I don't know. No, like here, says Karinoko. I'm sat next to my Wi-Fi, but maybe you need to sit on it, Pete. Awesome, not only do I get scared on my own stream, says Wicked D, I come to chill out here and nearly drop my digestive. I thought it didn't make more sense, Red. I thought it didn't make more sense. Oh, does Nick record all together now? Get back, give me back. Come, tell us about your Mini. What are you going to do with it once you're painting it?
I'm gonna use it in a game. Can't have owned it for all this time and never use it. Got to find a.
Can you afford it in a game? Does it not cost loads of points?
It costs loads of points, so I'll have to play a massive game so I can use it. But it'd be worth it.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's awesome. It does. It's got like this cool battle cannon, and then it's got flamers underneath, and then it's got huge crushing claws and this laser gun array thing at the top. It's mint. 100,000 points. No, not that many. Although what it does mean though, because I haven't really got any Chaos Space Marines like currently painted, I have got some that I've had for a long time that would need a little bit of tarting up to use this guy. So would mean that I'd have to get on and paint the rest of the army, or tidy him up a bit, maybe rebase them. Although basing's a bit of a sore point at the moment. I am. It's over here, lurking. Well, I'm intending on finishing it if this stuff dries. whatever I've done to it, this bass, it obviously hates me. So I'll just finish this leg and then I'll show you what's going on with the bass. It's very frustrating.
What bass is that?
It's not the bass to this thing, it's the bass for Demogorgon. So I need to get it finished so we can submit it for the large group. What was
Dee
that?
is enjoying this stream.
Veronica says you'll have to buy more minis. No, he won't. No, he won't.
No, I've got loads already.
He's got loads that he goes, I've had these for ages, honestly.
I have. I still haven't built my Carnifex that I've had for ages. We'll have to get that done.
This bit of music's a bit more rocky.
Yeah.
See, there's a mix, there's a mix.
Pete the Hydrator wants you to say their name.
What was that thing, Pete? Not seen that one before. Is that like a super special thing? Pete, Pete, Pete.
Pete the Hydrator. Pete.
You always say it into like a song.
Yeah.
Pete the Hydrator.
It's because I'm naturally rhythmical.
Naturally talented, that's what it is. Whoop whoop.
I was going to tell you something, it's gone out my brain.
Pete says he's just looked and he's got loads of special powers. Yeah. So we could see all sorts of weird stuff then happening.
Special powers, how does that work? Ah. Yeah. Right then, so Demogorgon's base once again had random, after I'd varnished it the other day, had randomly split again, so you could see white through it, and it was really bugging me. So I blathered the whole thing once again in magenta ink, and so far so good. So what we're going to do is when this dries totally, I'm just going to do a little bit of dryer brushing again, and then I'm not going to varnish it this time. I'm just going to stick the guy straight on it, and we're going to get him photographed because it's really bugging me now. And then if it splits up again, then it's just going to get grey. It's just going to be grey. I'm not doing any messing about because 4 times I've painted this base now. Red Snail says, starting to get
Pete
chilly
the
in the
Hydrator
old
would like
hobby
you to
room.
look down the camera lens and say hello.
Wicked D. Ooh, I have a school report that says I've got natural rhythm.
You went from Dan's feminines there, that's Pete.
Hi, Pete. Hi. How you doing? Hi. Talking about how you doing, we randomly had a bit of Friends on yesterday, and in that one sort of 10-minute episode of Friends, Joey said, "How you doing?" And I thought, yeah, that's just typical. Got away with not watching this program for about 20 years, and then all the catchphrases in that one little segment. Did he say it in every episode?
I've got no idea. It wasn't on because we were watching it. It was on because we'd switched off the player for the thing we were watching, and that happens with the channel that it goes back to. Red Snail says, they told me just to pretend to sing at school. They did that to me, Red. They put me in the choir because there wasn't enough people. Put me at the back and told me to mime. I did, because I couldn't sing, so it was fine. But yeah, I was in the choir, but didn't sing a word. John says, I was painting some barrels today, And the Everland Sunset is taking multiple quotes because the black primer is still showing through.
Hmm. Yeah, yellow is notoriously hard to paint over a dark undercoat, isn't it? And so many yellows are really thin. What else am I going to tell you? Been at work, done some stuff. Don't know.
Red says pink under yellow works. Yeah, I've heard that, but when I tried to do it on the aux, it didn't make any difference. But then, this is me painting, so, you know, probably just did it wrong.
Yeah, I did white under my yellow.
There's wild Pokemon in chat. Pharaoh Seed. Is that like some kind of Egyptian seed person?
No, he's a magnetic steel Pokemon.
Why isn't he called like Magneto or something then?
Because he evolves from one of the others. Pharaoh something, I'm sure he's called as well.
John says, can you recommend any good yellows? Come on everybody, put your good yellows in chat. Pale saffron for me every time. That new one, that yellow...
Pale saffron, that's good.
Super wash yellow.
Oh yeah.
That was nice and bright. It was over white. I did them all over white.
Yeah, white primer. Pale saffron, you're right. And I think it's called Go Mango, which is a Green Stuff World colour.
Go Mango.
Yeah, I'm sure it's Go Mango. It's either Go Mango or Banana Split. I think it's Go Mango.
Banana Split would make more sense. Yeah, look, that's the yellow. It's got two coats.
That's pretty cool.
Hang on, I can't really. I think it's too light for me.
Alright, okay. Let me just put the base down.
Let's have another.
Gilded Yellow. Super Wash. There we go. Super Wash. Gilded Yellow. Looks nice. A bit like a mix between a wash and a contrast paint. Somewhere in between. I haven't had a chance to use them yet. And you've only tested them out on these, haven't you? So we found out some Zone Mortalis bases and did a bit of a test with those. Mrs. MLG did that the other day. Does look cool. Might have to give them a go at some point. What can I paint with some super wash? Might paint my zombie with super wash. Might paint the zombie tomorrow on stream. Or it's next month, isn't it, Undead?
Yeah.
Next week's stream then. Zombie super wash.
Unless you're doing it for Goblin Inspiration, because that's Brains.
Oh yeah.
For September. Ours is Magic.
Yeah,
Magic. Ricky D says, Mrs. MLG, did you take your dressing gown off just to go past the camera? Yes, I did. I looked at going round the backdrop, but there's too much junk behind it and I couldn't fit, so I had to go past the camera. So I took off my dressing gown. Big blue, fluffy dressing gown that my mother-in-law purchased for me. I took it off. I have got a t-shirt and a jumper on as well. And it's only autumn. Just for some reason being cold today.
Yeah, we had to have the shop door shut today because it was chilly.
Steady on.
I did rule out the use of the heating though.
Yeah, it's not winter yet. Can't be having heating. Avalanche
Can't afford the
Sunset
electric
from
bill.
GW is a fantastic start to build up your yellows. It's got a brilliant coverage and is right colour to start your yellows off, says Tony. I haven't got anything yellow in my cupboard. The orcs ended up at the shop, I think, which is where they belong. I haven't got anything yellow to show you.
Yeah, we've got.
Sorry.
Yeah, there's a couple in my cupboard over here, but they're buried in behind all these boxes. I have a cupboard to keep my minis in, but it has now got 4 file boxes and 3 really useful boxes stacked up in front of it because they're all full of minis as well. But it's a workstation, so it's not supposed to be tidy.
Is that what you're telling yourself?
Yeah.
So, you spent all stream
Painting red.
painting red.
I know, I did say I was going to get on painting some gold. Let's get on to painting some gold. Literally, I've got about 10 brush strokes left on this thing.
What gold are you using? What's your go-to gold on that one?
So my go-to gold to start off with is going to be a bit of good old Vallejo brass, and then we're going to mix in a little bit of silver into it to get some highlighty bits going on. Right, let's put the scorpion over here out of the way. And then we'll get the other palette out. We'll get some brass. Where's my brass? There we go. No, it's alright. Should be good to go. Yeah, there we go. Nice bit of lovely brass. I'm gonna swap brushes though.
Hot World dancing around the kitchen to this tune.
This banger.
This banger. Yeah, this is a bit of a funky, disco-y, whatever-y tune, isn't it?
Switch over to this brush, a Rosemary & Co. number 99. Really? I can't remember what gold I previously used on these, but it wasn't brass. Oh no! Not paint left-handed!
Keith the Hydrator wants you to paint left-handed for 1 minute.
Okay, sure thing.
And he's dropped it already before it's even started. This delicate gold is now being painted left-handed.
Awesome.
Tony says, as for nice yellows, yeah, Go Mango from Green Stuff World is a nice yellow.
And John the Templar's been treating Pando to some sushi.
Sushi.
And I only know that that's sushi because of the game Sushi Go.
Ricky D says, I figured that was coming when he told you to paint eyes. Yes, I did as well. When he told you to paint eyes.
Yeah, he's been saving it up.
Pete says, the best yellow is pink.
Yeah. Lacking the fine motor skills required for paint left-handed.
I haven't actually got anything to paint tomorrow. What am I going to paint tomorrow?
I don't know. Do you want to paint a Volkswagen Beetle?
Say what now?
Well, when I went to Vapnatak earlier in the year and I came home with some cars, didn't I? That I said I was going to paint up for our Halloween zombie game. and one of them's a Volkswagen Beetle. And there's also a Transit van.
The problem is that that's just a lot of flat surfaces, isn't it? And the last time I painted a car, which is one of the Walking Dead, one of the zombie game things, was the worst thing I've ever painted in my life. It was absolutely atrocious. So no, I think it's fine. Thanks.
No.
Pete says I should paint a turtle, and Wiki D says that might not fit onto the camera. And Karonika says I should paint a dragon, and John says I should paint a poxwalker. None of those things I own. Tony says I lack the fine motor skills to paint right-handed, and I am right-handed. Now, Tony, we all know that is not true. I have got what's that thing?
I've definitely been painting left-handed for a minute, yeah.
No, you've spent more time dropping it. I've got some
I'll finish
beast
this.
grave. What's the beast gravy thing? What's that? I don't even know how to say those. Worm spat and
Cagra's Ravagers.
yeah, whatever they are. I've got them.
Yeah, paint one of them.
That involves sticking them together, doesn't it?
That's alright.
I've still got some of my Puppet Apocalypse to do.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so lazy.
You've got no minis to paint.
Tony says it's alright, he's been counting. And you've been painting left-handed for 15 seconds. Ricky D says we should all submit a mini for Mrs. MLG to paint. It's not that I don't have any. It's just that I don't want to paint any of them. I mean, granted, I have hardly any compared to Nathan. I have a little cardboard box that fits in my cupboard quite easily. But yeah, I do have the Puppet Apocalypse. I can't remember how many I did. And I've still got the other witch as well, haven't I? Mary.
How about a Tyrannid, says Kuronoko.
No, they're yours. Anyway, I've painted some of those for you before. Every time I paint something army related for him, Kuronoko, he never uses it. He's like, oh, I really need this for a game. Oh, I'll paint my Harlequins, I really need them for a game. No, I didn't play it.
I've used them.
Oh, can you paint this with Frostgrave? Yeah, I didn't play that. Oh, I need these Tyranids. Can you paint these Tyranids? A year later, I might use them in a game now.
Yeah, I've used the Tyranids that you painted. You really painted them for the window display that we haven't got around to do.
Yeah, exactly. We could use this, no, just for giggles of making you paint things you probably wouldn't choose. Well, it's true, I wouldn't, would I? Because otherwise I'd choose something out of my cupboard.
You've got black.
What would you say? Yeah, I've got a black coat as well. What would you? I'm scared of that though. It's daunting. What would you send me, Wicked D? What would everybody send me? I've only painted one of these puppet things. I've got 3 left. I thought I'd painted more than that. It's because they were so small. They're really, really cool, but they're so small. And also, this flame-haired guy, I always get flames the wrong way round. Not very good at fire.
Yes, you are.
No, not fire. See, that one's got blue. Oh, they're all flames. I think that's probably why I've left them. All right, I'll paint one of these from Twisted. Maybe might paint Death. You know, keep it light. They're from Twisted, aren't they?
Oh no, it's Malifaux.
Oh, Twisted Alternatives.
Yeah.
The box set's called. From Malifaux then. I can see them in my hands. You can't see what I'm talking about. Oh, Panda's crying again, everyone. It's such a wet lettuce.
He is.
Something that needs lots of brown. Thanks, Wicked D. Well, these have got brown on them because they're riding wooden horses. So, you know.
Counts.
A pumpkin. That's more like it, Pete. I've got some pumpkins to paint as well. Knows how to trick you lot, doesn't he? Look. Oh, thanks everyone. Thanks. I was so hungry. Nobody ever feeds me.
Oh, I've seen a mini for you to paint. In fact, you might be able to find it if you're on Google. Go on Google. Go on Look for Frostgrave, Fireheart, Pumpkin Golem.
That sounds like the kind of thing that might have fire attached to it. But that's like a robot dude.
Yeah, no, there's an actual mini of it. It's like a massive pumpkin monster with a side.
Not on Google, they're in.
Yeah, okay. I'll find you the picture and show you it later on.
Tony said I'd send an old OOP mini for Mrs. to paint, or something from Signum. That's got a pumpkin. Pete says I still haven't painted the pumpkins I got last year. What are you messing at, Pete? Veronica says, is it just me, or has Pando become more whiny since he changed species? He has, hasn't he? He's definitely more dog-like.
Yeah.
Pay attention to me. There's a wild Slurpuff. What's a Slurpuff? A wild Slurpuff in the old chat there. If you want to go and catch that, let's have a look what a Slurpuff. Oh, that's a weird-looking thing. It's like a pink cake. It's like a pink zombie cake with its tongue sticking out. It looks like a zombie to me. That's all. I mean, look at that thing. What is that? What is that all about? Let's see if I can actually show you what I'm talking about. Let's have a look. Where's the thingy? Look at that. Zombie cake thing. Zombie cake thing for the win.
Slurpuff.
I suppose it just looked like its name, doesn't it?
The cake Pokemon.
I think it's some kind of fairy type. But yes, a fairy type apparently. I can't redeem hydrates or treats for Panda tonight. Is it not letting you? Is it being mean? I take my Pokeball back. I don't want that abomination.
Who says that?
Okay. I keep getting a message that I've already done it and I haven't done anything, says Tony. Oh, Panda, stop being naughty. It's very naughty, Panda. No, it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry, everybody. Don't worry. Nobody got that thing. Nobody got the Slurpuff. It's all right. We're all safe.
Turns out Slurpuff's probably like the best Pokemon in the world ever. Maybe.
You know, none of us actually battle with them. We all just
just collect them. You've got to catch them all.
You can battle with them, but I don't know that any of us actually do. I had one battle once and lost, and I've got no idea how you make it battle again.
You're like all the kids that come in the shop and buy Pokemon cards.
I am.
Do you want to like come down on Thursday? You could play. We can teach you how to play with all the cards that you've got. Oh yeah, he's got hundreds of cards. Yeah, do you want to come and play? Be able to like meet some kids from other schools and stuff? No. Okay.
I interrupt this broadcast for an important announcement. There's a new Panda pet. Would everybody like to see what it is?
Yeah. Definitely.
Give me a yes or a no in chat.
Is it a snail?
For a snail.
I've just seen Red Snail's name and I thought like snail.
For what? Yeah. Wiki D says I did a battle once. I've no idea what was actually happening, so never did. That was me. Never did it again. Right. Okay. We've got a couple of yeses from John, Coronel, and Peter. Right. Are we ready? This is the new pet that we can have if we want. It's a ghost. It's a ghost. It's a ghost.
Where is it?
It's there in the car. What do you mean?
Oh, there. It's there. Cool.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that not supposed to be a joke about the fact you can't see it because it's a ghost? You genuinely couldn't see it. Wow. So that's a level 1 ghost. It's got red eyes, right? A level 15 ghost is blue with blue eyes. A level 30 ghost, which is what we're on, by the way, is green.
What Slimer?
A bit like Slimer. What are we thinking? Should we keep the ghost for a bit and go back to the bulldog later on? Should we get a green one, a blue one, or a pink one? I know what Pete's going to say. Casper's a well creepy film though, anyway, Wicked Days. Well creepy. So, come on, what do we reckon? Ghost or bulldog? He looks like adorable snot, says Coronoke. Snot ghost. Pink, says Pete. So pink, this is pink. That's pink. Looks quite white to me, to be fair. But there you go. Ghost, 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 ghost. And we're just going to keep the ghost for a little while until somebody tells me not to.
Keep the ghost. Keep the ghost. We can change him back into a puppy dog after
We can change it.
after Halloween.
We can have the turtle rabbit thing, which I don't understand what the turtle rabbit. So we can have this look, turtle rabbit thing, right, which is the original panda. You can have alien, which is what we've had, which we're on green alien at the moment. You can have a raccoon, and the only change in the raccoon is that their headbands change colour. You can have a cat, and we're on grey cats, but I think black cats are always best. You can have the dog, or ghost. Ghost, 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 ghost. How do we feed a ghost? Well, I wonder if it falls through. Oh, that'd be so funny. If you fed it and it just fell through and plopped out the bottom. So what colour ghost though? We've had one vote for pink. The blue's quite cool.
I don't like that.
Oh, look, it eats like a cookie. Look at that. It's got fangs. Maybe that's how it eats.
I think we should have white ghost.
If they can have Christmas in the shops already, then we can have Halloween. Well, it's because it's Halloween first. Yeah, Christmas is taking over the Halloween stalls in the shops already. It's ridiculous. We've gone back to the beginning of the playlist because I came out of the...
I was surprised actually. I went to go and get some in the other day, and I was actually surprised that there was as much Halloween stuff around as there is, because there isn't normally that much Halloween stuff.
And you said to me, didn't you? Do you want to go Halloween shopping? And I said no, because you got to save the old pennies, and we've got enough. The problem with our Halloween or spooky alternative homewares is I don't take them down, so the house they just stay up in the house all year round. I have some goblins, see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil goblins that we sell that are this year's edition, that are sat on top of a cabinet.
Oh, have you fixed it?
Yeah. I have them because they were broken. The ones that we sell aren't broken.
We've run over time. I'm gonna finish this panel that I'm doing.
Yeah, sorry everybody, I was getting carried away with
Changing
with
Panda into a ghost.
changing Pando into Snotling. Over there. Ah, not you. I meant
I didn't mean to do it.
the
Didn't mean to snivel. Snivel as you said, snotling.
Nice. And it's raining and everything.
Yeah. Properly grim.
Come on, tell us something, because all I've been is talking about nonsense.
Haven't really got anything exciting to say. We've ordered. Exciting for me. When I spoke to our Tamiya guy earlier on today, I told him that we'd sold through some of our radio controlled cars that we'd bought, and he was like, "Oh, cool! Is that really good? That's awesome. You wanna maybe try something different?" So I've ordered a Monster Beetle to add to the range, because I always wanted the Monster Beetle when I was little. So I've ordered that one now as well. So now we've got Monster Beetle coming.
Just typical, isn't it? No, sweetheart, we can't order anything new this month. Well, we need to be sticking to the budget, etc., etc. Oh, I've ordered a Monster Beetle there.
Yeah, but you want to order some things off the thing?
Yeah, I haven't.
Yeah, but
There's a difference. Anyway,
Yeah.
have you not asked him if we can have one for demonstration purposes?
No.
I think, I think a demonstration purpose one would be pretty cool. We could have it at the Halloween party zipping around.
I agree. But
We could build like a little graveyard track thing and then have people trying to avoid the obstacles with the radio controlled car going around it. We could do like all sorts of stuff like that. It'd be really cool. With our radio, we could build it on stream and make TikToks out of it and stuff, and see how big a ramp we could make for it to like jump up. We'd probably have to go down to Wicked Dee's house there because her garden's bigger, and like build a massive ramp. See if we can get it over the fence.
what you like?
Do you know that the budget only applies to the mister of the household? Now it's me that's me that doesn't like spending money. Unfortunately, it's the mister of the household that has all the money.
I hardly think so.
So, he does what he wants. I'm painting a mushroom, by the way, just in case anybody's wondering what I'm doing over here. While the boys... And I'm not painting it red.
You're painting a shroomy.
I'm painting a shroomy. Because they're new release. So I was going to hopefully get that in as my new release for the RCL.
Yeah, I need to have a look through the RCL list.
No, we haven't done as much RCL, have we?
I've barely done any because I've been concentrating on all my other little projects. I've got loads of stuff finished over the past week though. Things that have been lingering around on my bench for a while. Oh, I did find, there you go, because we've like run over and we're gonna
We're still just waffling.
keep just waffling while we're doing this. But I've found some of the other dwarfs that match my wizard, but I haven't found the paladin guy with the big pole arm that I want. I want to paint him next, and I can't find him. Found the cleric, and I found the rogue, and I found the barbarian guy, although his axe is broken, so I'm going to have to repair it before I can do anything with it.
I'll just show Coronado Shroomy.
This is Mrs. MLG's Shroomy. There he is.
Nothing exciting. Just a little Shroomy, nothing exciting. Come on then, jig him over.
And you maybe can't really tell from the thing, but there are a lot of shading layers and what have you that have gone into the body of this thing.
Oh, dropped him now. There are lots of shading and crash. It's on the floor.
Yeah. Oh, what else? What else can we tell you? That's what I was gonna mention earlier on. So, last night we watched the first 3 episodes of The Rings of Power.
Oh, yes.
And it was alright, wasn't it? It was alright. Quite enjoyed that. Figuring out what's going on. First episode, see, we'd waited until we had a couple queued up because I knew that if I watched one, then I wanted to see some more, that I'd get impatient waiting for the next week. So waited until we had a couple so we could see what was going on. And it was alright, enjoyed it so far. If you don't think about it in terms of being a Lord of the Rings and try and pick holes in the story. I think that makes it a better watch.
Certainly more enjoyable than the House of Dragons nonsense.
Yeah, but we're going to go and watch that in a minute, aren't we?
Keep making me watch it there. I'm just going to do my video while you're watching it.
Yeah. I'm going to have some popcorn.
Popcorn? What flavour popcorn are you going to have?
Sweet.
Sweet.
Yeah, sweet flavour.
It's microwavable popcorn, isn't it? Which means that the whole house will smell of burnt popcorn.
2-minute ding.
Because I like Rings of Power much better than that. Yeah, exactly. I'm with you, Coronado. Much better than that House of Dragons nonsense. I've had a nonsense on the end there. Coronado didn't say that. But yeah, absolutely 100% with you on that one. Thanks, Tony. Sorry for running over. It's our fault. our fault for running over. Thank you for being here, Tony. As always, absolutely awesome to see you in chat. Are we?
Yeah, that's it. I've finished that piece, so we're gonna go. We're gonna have to shoot and get caught up on our TV watching. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining us.
Yeah, I'm not going to make you order any stuff tonight. So I'm not going to make you do any more work tonight because I'm going to let you have, like, you know, an hour off. Oh, shock horror!
Awesome. Well, we'll do some ordering tomorrow.
Yeah, well, we need to because we're out of stuff. But anyway,
Awesome.
so yeah, little green ghosty is enjoying the drink there.
Cool.
Thank you very
Thank you,
much.
everybody.
We'll see you
We'll
tomorrow.
see you tomorrow, hopefully, from 6 o'clock. Yes, that's right.
Oh,
Thank
yeah,
you very
I'm gonna
much.
put your puppety things. Yay!
Yay.
Bye, everyone.
See you later. Bye.